welcome back to Missed It by How Much. We're going through the 1990 season as the manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers. We're trying to defeat the Cincinnati Reds, who won the whole World Series that year. Our plan is to leave out Alfredo Griffin from the lineup to boost the runs scored. We're looking for about 5 runs a game, which right now, 18 games in, we're very close to, but not there yet. We're batting .281 as a team. Where we are as a pitching team is expectations are middle of the road, which we're a little bit better than, and fielding the same, which we're a little bit below. Currently a half game ahead of the Astros and a full game ahead of the Reds. You see the other divisions. These are the games of April 28th, 1990. And we're going to play the second game of this series versus the Chicago Cubs. Tim Belcher should be the starter. And we're going to look at the lineup for today. Currently, in runs created, Cal Daniels and Kirk Gibson lead. Kirk's been kind of a surprise, not expected to be a starter, but has played very well, especially lately. So he'll be batting earlier in the lineup. He hit a 2-run home run in the last game to help propel the Dodgers to a 4-2 win in the first game of the series against the Cubs. But Eddie Murray is our leadoff hitter, currently hitting .368. Against Mike Bielecki today with an ERA of .493. We're going to give Kirk Gibson the benefit of the doubt and let him hit third today. Scioscia moves to fourth behind the plate. Lenny Harris will hit fifth. Mike Sharperson will hit sixth. As soon as I trade spots here. Harris is our third baseman. Sharperson is our shortstop. Takes over for Alfredo Griffin. Stan Javier will play right field. And Juan Samuel will be at second. And we could go with Ramon Martinez today. He's back, but it would be on 3 days rest. And I don't want to push anybody this early in the season. Expected runs is at 5.0. That's what we're hoping for today. And every game.
Play ball!
Here we go. Up first is the 400 hitting Mark Grace. The fly ball to left. Daniel should have that. 1 out. Dave Clark hitting second. Not off to a great start, hitting .077. Ground ball to Sharperson. Going to get tested early. 2 down. Andre Dawson hitting third with a fly ball to Gibson. A 1-2-3 start for Belcher. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Eddie Murray walks. He will not be going anywhere. 69%. But not with Cal Daniels up. It's a ground ball. That should move Murray to second. We'll see who Grace chooses to try to get. He's going to take it to the bag himself. And Daniels is safe. Wow. Okay. 2 on, nobody out. And here's Gibson, who's been hot lately. Let's see if he can at least move the runners up. He strikes it. 1 out. Scioscia, who's usually better with contact here, but we're not going to try hit and run with first and second, and both of them not the fastest runners. Scioscia hits a line drive to Dunson, 2 out. So if the Dodgers are going to score, it's going to be up to Harris here. And he laces one into right field. Let's see, Dawson with a good arm. Murray will score. Daniels will score on the double by Harris. And it's 2-0 Dodgers. Up next, Sharperson. And there's a base hit to right. Harris should score easily. We're going to send him. Dawson has a good arm, but I don't think he's going to get him from there. We're not going to take Sharperson to second. He'll hold. And he's safe. 3-0 Dodgers on the hit by Sharperson. Here comes Javier. First to throw over to try to get Sharperson. 82%. I'm not going. I want to see Javier hit here. And he walks. First and second, 2 out. Samuel with the pitcher on deck. Let's see if they pitch to him. They do. Ground ball to Salazar. Long throw. Oh, he takes the short way to second, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers score 3, and it's 3-0. To the second. Belcher with the lead. Against Sandberg. Strikes him out. Next up, Girardi. Good morning, good afternoon. Can Dunston be good night? Nope. Fly ball. Deep. See if it's going to come down. It is. Daniels is there. The first 2 half innings have been perfect by Belcher. We're still searching for a no-hitter this season. Could it be 10? He leads off the bottom of the second by striking out. Back to the top of the order, Eddie Murray. And he lines a base hit into center. Let's see if that's 2. Yep, he's going for 2. And he is safe. That's his 3rd double on the season. Murray now hitting .377, but still behind Daniels at .385. Daniels with a nice ground ball to second. Sandberg makes a great play to get him, but he moves Murray to third with 1 out. Here's where Scioscia would be a better batter. Makes contact more than Gibson. But we're trying him at the 3rd spot today. Let's see if Kirk, he struck out his first time, can make contact. And he does, with a base hit to right. Murray scores easily. It's 4-0 Dodgers. Gibson holding at first with Dawson's arm. He is. Alright, Gibson is fast, and he barely gets thrown out. And Scioscia makes good contact. This is a good spot for a hit and run, and that's what we're going to try. Nope. Throw to second. Gibson steals it. So, for some reason, Scioscia didn't like the pitch. But it doesn't matter. Gibson steals it. It's 2-2 with 2 outs in the inning. And here's Scioscia. And he strikes out. So, Belcher takes over again. Top of the 3rd. Up now 4-0. Pitch to Salazar is a fly ball. Popped up. Sharperson and Daniel both out and left. Takes it. 1 out. DeCenzo up next. He pops it up. In foul territory, Scioscia's looking at it. 2 down. 8 in a row set down by Belcher. Here's Bielecki. The ground ball. Murray will take it and make a great play to Belcher. He's through 3 and he's perfect. 4-0 Dodgers. Harris leads off the 3rd and strikes out. Sharperson's next. He strikes out. Bielecki has the good morning to good afternoon. Can he get the good night against Javier? Nope, he walks him. So Javier could be a threat to run here. 77% with Samuel up next. I don't mind trying to run here. We're going to try it. Girardi's throw. He's stolen it. Now they could walk Samuel here and leave me Belcher, but I'd be happy with that. And they'll start off the next half inning with Murray hitting. So we'll see what they do with Samuel. They pitch to him and he hits a fly ball to left. That should be caught. Clark barely moves to his right. And it's caught. So we're through 3 complete. It's 4-0 Dodgers, but right now the big eye is on the hits column for the Cubs. But here's a guy who can get hits, and a lot of them. Hitting .394, Mark Grace leads off the 4th against Belcher. And he hits a ground ball to Samuel. He's got it. To Murray. 1 out. Dave Clark up next. Ground ball to Samuel. He's got it. To Murray. 2 out. Belcher to Dawson. That's a base hit. So the no-hitter's gone. But it's still 4-0 Dodgers. Dawson has a good chance to run here. I'm not really worried about that. I'm more concerned with Sandberg. So let's just pitch. Dawson cruises into second on pitch. His second of the year. It's a 1-0 count on Sandberg, who's been hot. Hit a home run last game. But he strikes out. So the Cubs get a hit, but that's it. Through 3.5. 4-0 Dodgers. Belcher's the first out of the inning. Murray's up next. Looks like he has a liner. DeCenzo does not make the catch. It's a single. Murray not going anywhere with Daniels up there. Ground ball to Grace. Let's see where Grace goes. He's taking it to the bag again. Daniels not beating him to first on this one. That should be 2 out. With Murray in scoring position for Gibson, who has a single and a run scored. Or an RBI, excuse me. There's a wild pitch. Gets Murray to third. The 1-0 count for Gibson. And he hits a ground ball. Should be handled by Grace. 2 by Lecky. That should end the inning. To the 5th. 4-0 Dodgers. Here's Girardi. Hits a fly ball to Daniels coming in. 1 out. Dunston. Ground ball to Sharperson. Has to hurry. Strong throw. Got him. 2 out. For Salazar. He pops it up. Looks like another chance for Sharperson. To the bottom of the 5th. 4-0 Dodgers. Need one more run to get to that 5 count that I'm looking for. Socha starts out a fly ball straight away. But DeCenzo comes in. 1 out. Bilecki's settled down, but he's over 99 pitches now. So we'll see how much Belcher had, not even at 50. Let's see what happens here. How much longer he'll go. Harris. Dunston makes a great play, looks like. Nope. There's an error. Throws it away. Made a great play to get to it and throws it in the dugout. Harris now to second with 1 out. Sharperson. 1 for 2. And Javier up next. Sharperson hits one deep to right. He doesn't have a ton of power, so this probably going to get caught. Dawson way back. Makes the catch. Harris going to tag. We're not going to make the third out. That third. So, no. I don't care if it's over 50. Dawson has a good arm, too. And that's it for Bilecki. Les Lancaster coming in. Les with the 4.62 ERA, real ERA, and a 9.39 thus far in the season we're playing. Javier up there against Lancaster, trying to get a base hit here to get a run. He walks. That should bring up Samuel. 0 for 2. Not much of an OPS here. We'll see what Samuel can do, though. He hits a liner, Dunston. That's the third out. So, still stuck at 4 runs. A great play by Dunston after he threw the ball in the dugout. Makes up for it. Through 5, 4-0 Dodgers. Belcher kind of cruising now. 48 pitches in 5 innings against DeCinzo. Strikes him out his 4th K. There's the pitcher. Lancaster's day is done after getting the 2 outs. Walton is in the pinch hit. The OPS is only 629. There's a chance for a walk here on base at 350. 2 home runs in the real season. See what Belcher does. It's a fly ball, right field. Javier going back. Going way back. Looks like he's got it at the wall. He's got it. 2 out for Grace. 0 for 2 thus far. It's a ground ball to Sharperson. Got it. Throw to Murray. And Sharperson has been outstanding. I believe 2 errors thus far in the season. At least as good as Alfredo Griffin and hitting .325 versus .210 early in the season. Belcher's up there. We're not doing anything with him. He's cruising up 4-0. There's a ground ball to Salazar. Should be easy. Oh. 1 down for Murray. This is his 4th at bat. Excuse me, his 3rd at bat. 4th plate appearance. He walks. He's on base for the 4th time today. Scored twice. Here's Daniels with his 4th plate appearance. He only has 1 hit so far. He pops it up. Grace and Sandberg. Grace closest. That's 2 out for Gibson. And he hits a fly ball to center. It's deep. DeCinzo watching. He's got it. And that'll end the half inning. We're through 6. 4-0 Dodgers. Belcher. 18 outs. 1 hit. 60 pitches. Liner to Samuel. That's an out. 8 to go for the win. Right now, I'd say he's pitching the whole game, but we'll see. There's a second hit. Andre Dawson gets his second hit. He's got all the hits for the Cubs. And he can run, and he will. I'm not going to pay any attention to him with a 4-run lead, but I will start paying attention to Belcher. The bullpen today is not full. We have one of our lefties back. Searage is available. But Howell and Cruz are out. Hartley is now starting pitcher for at least 2 more starts. So we have Gott, who's been okay thus far. We have Wetland, who likes to walk players, let's just say. And then Darren Holmes, who's unproven, who looks like he has good numbers, but... So we essentially have 3 pitchers. Gott would be the closer. Holmes could be a spot, like a righty. 1 or 2 batters, maybe. And Searage the same against lefties. So I'd really like to get Belcher as far as possible. But Belcher has a ERA of 2.93 so far. So we're going to be keeping an eye on him. It's only a 4-run lead. 8 outs to go. Sandberg with a huge OPS. So a home run possible here. Slugging .731. Belcher's pitch. Ground ball. I don't know who's going to get it here. Somebody better hurry up. Sharperson's throw to Murray. Did they get him? He's safe. So now Belcher's in big time jam here. 1 out. Girardi's up. The OPS doesn't look terrible. They're going to give him another batter. Still at 70 pitches. There's a ground ball. Belcher to Murray. Nope, he goes to Samuel, and that's it. Okay, so runners at the corners. Cubs still haven't scored. A 3-run homer, which Dunston has 17 in the real season, and 2 in 64 at-bats, is possible. His slug is probably better than his on-base chance. We're going to give Belcher a chance. Still at 73 pitches, should be good. Fly ball. Left field. Coming down. Daniels makes the catch. Whew. Ends the. That was by far Belcher's toughest half inning. But he gets through it. No run score. 4-0. 6 outs to go. Would like one more run. Scioscia gets a base hit into right to start us off. Harris is next, 1 for 3 with 2 RBI. Gets a ground ball to Salazar. This could be 2. Sandberg ready for the throw, but nope. Harris to first. It's going to be close. They get him. They nip him on the infield. Ground ball. Scioscia moves to second. In scoring position for Sharperson and Javier. Let's try Sharperson first. He strikes out. So 2 outs. Up to Javier here, who has not had an at-bat. So 3 walks. And he has an OPS here of a 999, an average of 359. On base of 558. Let's see if he can get a base hit here. Nope, he strikes out. Alright, well, we're through 7. 6 outs to go. 4-0 against Salazar. Looking for 6 outs. Ramos is going to pinch hit. Let's see how that changes from 616 to 698. That on base of 360 makes me think there's a walk. We'll see. Belcher strikes him out. All right. 5 outs to go. Against the bottom of the lineup, DeCenzo should get an out here. No, Dwight Smith going to pinch hit. Smith. OPS of 609. Okay, here comes Belcher's pitch. And it looks like a base hit to left. That's the 4th hit. And we really have to start thinking about bringing in some defensive replacements here now. Could hang around for Gibson one more shot. But I'd like to win this thing now. Jeff Pico is the pitcher. I don't think he's really going to hit. Marvell Wynn is coming in. So let's get a real number on what he can do. A 184 average, on base of 254. We're going to let Belcher have a shot. Smith wants to run. He can. Wynn hits one to right. Javier could have this. That's 2 outs. Down to 4 left to win the game. And we're back up to Grace. Okay, Grace with 9 home runs on the season. He's not going to slug very much, but his chances of getting on base are very good. Belcher's pitched so well. I hate to pull him here. So we're going to give him a shot. Ground ball. It's going to be close. Murray fields it to Belcher. That should be the 3rd out. And he gets it. Belcher through 8. Throwing a shutout. A 4-hitter. 4-0 Dodgers. Both runs scored early. And nothing since. Some threats, but no runs scored. Samuel leads off the bottom of the 8th. And he strikes out. Belcher's going to hit for himself, and he'll strike out. 0 for 4. He got 3 strikeouts today. All right, Murray with 2 outs. He's been on base 4 times, 2 walks. But this is not going to be a walk. Ground ball to Grace. He should beat him to the bag, and that should end the 8th. And we're finished. To the 9th, 3 outs left. And I'd really like to see Belcher get that. He's got an expected pitch count of 125, so he should be able to finish us off. I am hesitant to bring in defensive replacements just in case something horrible happens. If I'm going to bring in outfielders that have better range, I'm going to have to pull the pitcher too. That's my thinking, that the game's gotten that out of hand. The infield has to stay the same, except this guy, you know, I could bring him in. But I'm not going to do that yet. Dawson and Sandberg lurk. Let's see if he can get Clark out. First pitch for the 9th. There's a fly ball to Javier. This should be caught. It is. 2 outs to go. And this is probably where I should pull him. He's thrown 100 pitches. Dawson has hit 2 singles off of him. He does have power. Nobody's on base, though. Let's look at the bullpen and see what the options are against Dawson. 895 OPS. I mean, these are gigantic numbers, but they would only be 1 run. Searage looks good against him, surprisingly. The average is better. The on base is better. The slugging is better. I wouldn't think that he would be the guy. Gott is not good. He's worse. And you would expect these other 2 guys. Holmes is not bad. 235, 320 on base. So there's a chance for a walk there. Slug is 409. 729 total. I don't see any. They've used a lot of pinch hitters. They only have 2 left. Wilkerson, who would bat left. So here's the chance to use Searage, more than likely. So let's try it. I know most of you want to say, hey, let him throw in a shutout. I don't care about that. I care about winning the game regardless. So, good job by Belcher. Obviously. Let's see if Searage can take down. I don't want to get in a situation where we're squeaking this one out. I want to get rid of Dawson right away. Let's see if Searage can do it. Nope. Base hit to left center. So there the numbers don't really... I mean, you don't know what could have happened with Belcher. He might have given up a home run. And Sandberg's numbers don't look great either. Let's see if there's anything better. Because he's right-handed. 850, I don't like that. 251 average, got 259, 970. I like... Now the numbers here show Searage is a 677, so we're going to try it. If Sandberg hits a 2-run home run, you can tell me about the numbers. But those are the numbers, and this is what I should be doing. That's what we're going to do. And there's a ground ball to Sharperson. Takes it himself to second for 1. Throw to first. He's safe. All right, you got the force play. There's 2 out. Still 4-0. That's probably it for Searage. But we'll see. 297, 314 on base. OPS is 739. Somebody should be better than that. I'd love to try Holmes here. OPS at 427. This is the new kid in the bullpen who's a righty only. But if I use him and he's flaming, then Gott's it. We've got a lot of choices here. The OPS is horrible on a lot of them, but I would like to see the kid try to do it. Let's see. We're going to give him a chance. And he's going to hit in Sturgis' spot. Hopefully I'll never see him hit. Alright, that lowers the average to 188. Very little slug here. Girardi with 1 home run on the real season and 419 at bats. I don't have to worry about a 2-run homer here. Sandberg can run if he wants with that 81%. Let's see if we can wrap it up right here. I'm not frozen, I hope. That's it. He strikes him out. Holmes comes in and does the job. 4-0 Dodgers. Whew. That was probably the most thinking that a manager will ever have to do in a game where really doesn't seem in doubt. But that's how I want to play. I don't want to get in a situation where you're just leaving Belcher in, gives up a home run, just because you want to see him finish the game. So that's my philosophy there. Would I like to see him finish the game? Yeah. But I'd rather have run prevention and not let him just give up a home run to Dawson or Sandberg just because. So good hitting throughout the lineup. I believe Murray was on base 4 times. Daniels, no RBI. So the average gets dipped down to 368. But both of these guys at the top of the lineup doing great. Gibson okay. Harris with a big hit. I believe it was a double that drove in 2. Sharperson. Javier walks 3 times, so on base, even though he doesn't get a hit. Samuel not playing as well as he did before. He's mostly a left-handed specialist, but because we don't have anybody else, that's where we're at. Bielecki had plus stuff. After the first 2 innings, pitched decently. Belcher pitched great. A scheme score of 80. He could have gone the whole way, but again, I'm trying to explain the way I play the game. I'm trying to prevent runs, and I didn't think it was best to have him out there just to get some kind of token notch on his belt that he threw a shutout. Plus, he'd already thrown 100 pitches. That's about where I want my starter to be. 4 hits, 0 walks, 5 Ks. Siraj gave up a hit to Dawson, but also got the forced play on Sandberg, and Holmes comes in and gets his first strikeout. Impressive to me. Hopefully this kid can pitch really well. He had a terrible ERA in the real season. The Dodgers win. That's the most important part. They're 12-7 now and have played really well since they've been home. That's the end of April 28th games. We're still not above 5 runs a game as a team, but happy with where we're at this far into the season for having had a 10-day injury to Juan Samuel and now a loss to the starting rotation and having Mike Hartley have to come in and take over a spot when he's really a relief pitcher. Very happy with how the season is moving at this point. The ERA, team ERA is at 3.58, which is great. I think they had issues in the real season. Would like to see Mike Morgan pitch better, but cannot complain with Mike Hartley's ERA of 0.75, pitching both in relief and starting. And Holmes is his second game pitching. He's faced 2 batters. He has a walk and a strikeout, but he did a great job there. I was happy with that. In real life, his ERA was 5.19, so he's not going to get to pitch to too many batters, but happy with how he's been so far. Kirk Gibson will continue, but maybe move to the 4th spot. He strikes out a lot, and I would love to have Scioscia up in the 3rd spot because of the contact that he makes. In case we get either Cal or Eddie to 3rd with 1 out, which is very possible. demarcation line on 5 runs per 27 outs. Harris is very close to 5. So is Sharperson. Both of them hitting over 300. Javier had a hot streak. He's kind of cooled off lately. Still decent. Samuel needs to get... He's only played 9 games, so I have to be a little lenient on that. He's better against lefties. At least Jose Vizcaino is not in a lineup, and Samuel is beating him easily in that sense. So that's where we stand. After 19 games, with a 1-game lead over the Astros, and everybody except Atlanta in that division is doing at least 500, Paul. So that'll wrap it up for this episode. Thanks for watching. Missed it by how much?